guys, my name is Drew.
And I'm Pam.
And on episode 3, we are at Grindstone Charley's here in Kokomo, Indiana. We're gonna be trying some of their best menu items. Are you excited about this?
I'm super excited. This is one of my favorite places in Kokomo.
You hear that a lot from people, and it's been here forever. I've came here as a kid for most of my life, so it's gonna be a cool thing to get kind of like a behind the scenes look of how this restaurant runs, and I'm excited to try some food. All right, we're gonna meet up with Sherry, the general manager, and after that we're gonna get to trying some food. We are with Sherry from Grindstone Charley's, and tell us a little bit about what you do at the restaurant and kind of just the history of this restaurant.
Okay, I'm the general manager here. I've been here for 22 years. We are a family restaurant. We have a little bit of everything to eat. I can cook. I do a little bit of everything here.
So what makes Grindstone Charley's special to make you work here for 20 plus years?
Yes, all our food is pretty much homemade. All our soups are, our sauces. We make a Jack Daniel's sauce. All our soups, our loaded potato soup is a big seller, and our French onion. We make it by ourselves. So our fried green tomatoes, we cut all them, bread them all up. We sell them like crazy.
Yeah. I personally had those.
Yeah.
For most of my life, I've had those.
Sherry, tell us what we'll be trying today.
Today we're going to do our combo app, and we'll have fried pickles, fried green tomatoes, our pork nachos, and our stuffed mushroom. And then we're going to have a drunken chicken with our Jack Daniel's barbecue sauce, our breaded tenderloin, and our fall off the bone ribs.
All right, well, I'm starving. I don't know about you. Let's get inside and let's start trying some of this food.
Okay, so here we are with our first dish that we're gonna try. It is the combo appetizer, and Sherry has given us her favorites. So there's the pulled pork nachos, there's the stuffed mushrooms, the fried green tomatoes, and the mozzarella slices. So we're gonna try a bite of each of these. Drew, which one of these are you looking forward to?
The fried green tomatoes. I know them. I had them a lot growing up.
They're a classic.
I know it's gonna be good. The nachos also look really good.
I know, everything looks good.
But let's start with the stuffed mushroom and just work our way around.
The stuffed mushroom would be my first choice, so
Well, how about it?
Excellent.
You're welcome. Okay, so we've got the stuffed mushrooms here. Let's try one without the sauce first.
Okay.
And then we'll try one with the sauce, and we'll see how it goes. Let's give it a try. You almost forgot.
I almost forgot.
Our catchphrase.
Let's give it a try. I've had breaded mushrooms before, but I think this is the first time I've ever had a stuffed breaded mushroom. It's stuffed with like some kind of creamy, garlicky. It's really good. It's really, really rich.
You know what I like about this? All like breaded mushrooms, usually like if you cut it open, there's barely any mushroom in it. Like I feel like it's a small mushroom.
I feel like
This
we
is
should show this.
a sizable mushroom. Like I don't know if you can see that camera, but like that's a thick old mushroom. So you're really tasting mushroom. It's not just fried in cheese. You really taste the mushroom in it, which is great.
So they serve it with a horseradish dipping sauce. These are two of my favorite combos, mushroom and horseradish.
Really?
So
Let's give it a try.
Let's give it a try. I feel like the horseradish kind of cuts some of the creaminess of the mushroom.
But it's not that painful horseradish that happens every now and then.
Right.
Where you're just like, you're eating it and you're in pain, your tears are flying down your face. Like a St. Elmo's horseradish.
Yeah, not quite at that level.
But just enough where you taste it and it cuts through everything really well. No, this is really good. All right, so next up we have my favorite, a childhood favorite of mine, and it's the fried green tomatoes. And I know what you're thinking, I don't know if we've talked about this on an episode, I'm not a tomato fan.
Yeah, this is true about Drew.
It's weird, but like, this is a cooked tomato. If it's a cooked tomato, I like it a lot more, but then it's fried as well with that chipotle ranch. It's
One
a
of
great
my
thing.
favorite things,
Yes.
Chipotle ranch.
Have you had these fried green tomatoes before?
I have, and they're delicious.
Yeah. All right, so let's cut them up and we'll give them a try. All right, so we've got it all cut up. Let's give it a try. We put the chipotle ranch on there
We did.
as the suggested dipping sauce. Let's give it a try.
Let's give it a try. I can tell you're a fan.
That's how good it is.
It is really good. You can tell it's hand-breaded. When I think of fried green tomatoes, I think of Grindstone Charley's.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's a cool thing too, because I didn't know. I've been coming here a lot my whole life. I didn't know they were cutting the tomatoes here. I didn't know they were hand breading things here. So that's good. Like we talked about this series is a cool thing. We're kind of relearning our favorite things about Kokomo in a more intimate way. You can tell, really good.
You can tell.
Super fresh. The Chipotle Ranch is really good with it as well. All right, next up we have like the mozzarella triangles.
Yeah.
Makes it a little more classy.
It
than
does
a
make it a
stick.
little more classy. This is my husband's go-to appetizer. If we're at a restaurant, he will order
I
any
want
kind of
Jason have his own show just about like grating mozzarella
just eating
sticks.
through mozzarella.
That'd be great. All right, so
He
we're
would
gonna
do it.
try those.
Okay.
And we'll be back after we get ready. Alright, so we've got our bites prepared in true Drew and Pam fashion. She's being proper with a fork.
I am.
To me, it's fried cheese. I'm using my hands. Like, come on, it's America. Let's do it. Alright, let's give it a try.
Give it a try. It's honestly really good. The marinara sauce is really good.
You know, so like fried mozzarella, in a lot of cases, it's fried mozzarella.
Right.
There's not a lot of variables in it.
You know
It's
what to
mozzarella.
expect.
But the marinara is a good touch. She said that a lot of their sauces are made in-house. I'm guessing that this is one of them because you can tell it's fresh. It's not
Yeah.
just like out of a jar somewhere, probably. It'd be funny now that I say that if it was. But it doesn't taste like it. So it's the best jar of marinara if it is.
It's really
But
good.
she did say that they make a lot of it homemade. So yeah, the star of that is the marinara, I think.
For sure.
Absolutely. All right, so the nachos are next, and they've been staring at me this entire time, so we're gonna try those out.
Okay, so now we're gonna try the barbecue pulled pork nachos. These are loaded. There is jalapeno, there's black beans, there's corn. They served it with ranch.
As well as salsa.
As well as salsa.
Yeah.
Let's give it a try. Super tasty. I will say the chip is a little thin for me, but the flavor is really good.
It's a good like sweeter barbecue sauce, which are like the rich pulled pork. You want something sweeter or something like that. Or smoky might just be too savory in a weird way.
Yeah.
But yeah, really good. All right, so up next is the first entree that we're having today, which is the half rack of baby back ribs here. And you know, I think it's still going on. There's this festival called Rib Fest in Kokomo. And as you come into the restaurant, they have like these banners, mini banners that say Rib Fest Champ. Grindstone, they do ribs, and obviously they do them really well.
We're about to find out.
They look really good. It also comes like, we did a baked potato with butter and sour cream, so we'll be trying that as well. We're gonna serve this up and we'll give it a try. Alright, so you probably just saw these ribs came straight off the bone.
Yeah.
Like those are some clean darn bones right there. So I'm excited about it. I think it's definitely that same barbecue sauce that was on the nachos, so more like a sweeter barbecue sauce. We split the baked potato because it was there.
Classic
This dish
side
is
with
about
ribs.
the ribs,
Yeah.
I guess. So, all right, let's give the ribs a try.
Okay.
Super tender ribs. They fell right off the bone, and like I'm cutting them and eating them. Also really tender. I got a good bite of where it was obviously like thrown on the grill afterwards, and it was a little like crispier bit of the rib that was really good. Barbecue sauce is really good, really sweet. Yeah, but really good rib.
Yeah, really tender, really tasty. This was the half rack of rib. I can see why they've won Rib Fest.
Many times.
These are delicious. So now we have the drunken chicken. This is served on a bed of rice with pepper jack cheese, bacon, that honey bourbon sauce that she described, and then onion strings, which are always the sign of a nice entree. And it's served with sweet potato fries and veggies, but I know you can choose which sides you'd like to try. I'm really excited about this. This is actually something that I've ordered here at the restaurant before. I can tell you from experience, it's really tasty.
I'm a fan of just chicken breasts with like melted cheese and things on top of it types of dishes. I feel like a lot of restaurants have their own version of that.
Yeah.
The bourbon sauce is what makes this unique, I think. So yeah, let's cut it up and we'll give it a shot. All right, so I've got
my bite.
Colossal bite of trying to get everything into one bite.
Yep.
We got bacon, chicken, cheese, onion
straw.
straws, honey bourbon sauce.
A little bit of rice.
A little bit of rice. Let's give it a shot.
Let's give it a try. I really like that honey bourbon sauce on there. The sweetness kind of balances the saltiness from the onion straw and the bacon. It's really good.
Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like everything we've had today has had something sweet. Like that bourbon sauce, the barbecue sauce. They use a lot of sweet sauces here. They even have like a caramel dipping sauce for the sweet
potato fries.
So they like things sweet and savory here.
Yeah.
Kind of, because there's bacon on this. Yeah, so you get that sweet, salty, savory all in one bite with this. All right, so the last dish, as Hoosiers, we've saved the best for last, and it is their breaded tenderloin. So
it is.
Last week's episode is a Choo Choo Magoo's, and that was the first tenderloin we've tried. Now we've got another one coming in. I've had this one before. Have you had this one before?
I don't think I've had this one before.
Yeah, so we officially have
a throwdown?
A throwdown of sorts of tenderloin. Last week with Choo Choo Magoo's, this week with Grindstone. And also on the side, we have, I guess, loaded potato chips.
Yeah, and they're homemade, you can
tell.
Yeah,
definitely tell they're homemade chips, and we've talked about that. I think at Half Moon, homemade chips, just such a huge difference.
Oh yeah.
It's almost like it's a whole different product, like homemade chips
for sure.
compared to like bag chips. So these definitely look homemade, they look awesome. Let's split it up and we'll give it a shot.
Okay, we're gonna dig into the tenderloin, and Drew, I will say one thing before I take a bite that I noticed when we were putting together the sandwich. The inside of the bun is toasted or grilled, and I love that.
It makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Shows a level of intentionality. You're thinking about every little detail. Something I noticed when we were cutting open, I mentioned this last week too, I like a tenderloin that still is thick-ish.
Oh yeah.
Not just like beat to thinness like a cracker of pork. This one definitely has some thickness, thick with 2 C's, as we've said before. For the kids at home watching. All right, so we're gonna give this a try, and we'll tell you what we think.
Okay, let's give it a try.
So as I was saying, like the pork is thick, which you get a good bite of pork.
Yeah.
Like those cracker thin pork tenderloins.
Like what is that?
You taste bread. Like all you taste is breading, carbs, maybe a pickle.
Maybe.
If they're thrown on there. This, you taste pork.
Yeah, it's
which makes a big difference.
It's very good. I love the bun, I love the pork. I love mine with pickle and lettuce.
Yeah,
it's delicious.
It's delicious. Okay, so I am full as always after these videos.
Always.
We're really gonna have to try to do a Kokomo Post Tries that's not at a restaurant.
Right.
Maybe like Kokomo Post Tries cardio or something like that.
I'm in for that.
But good meal. This is the part of the video where we talk about what our number one favorite thing was. I'll let you go first.
Okay, so I think what I'm learning is that I love appetizers, because my pick today is gonna be those stuffed mushrooms. They were so good. They were really unique. They weren't like any kind of breaded mushroom I've had before. So I'm gonna go with my appetizer pick, the stuffed mushrooms.
You know, you're finding some self-discovery through this series. I appreciate that. Self-awareness is a great thing. I choose the ribs. The ribs were really good, super tender, as you guys saw in some of the footage. Like it just easily fell off the bone, cooked in-house with the little crispy bits that they get from the grill. I choose the ribs. I mean, I'm the same as Rib Fest for years, because obviously they've won a lot of awards. So I choose the ribs. Those are my favorite today. But thank you for watching this video today. We hope you enjoyed everything you saw. Tune in next week when we go to try something else in Kokomo. And also, always leave a comment below where you think we should be going next and what we should be trying next. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.